I want to take you back to our lead story now, that continuing flow of migrants into Europe and a bit of a blame game going on as well among European neighbours. I spoke earlier to Christian Düstmann, who's the director of the Centre for Research and Analysis on Migration at University College here in London, and he spoke of the struggle that those countries are having to face up to.
I think the situation at the moment is that many countries in Europe are simply overwhelmed with what is going on. There is the 1951 Dublin Convention, according to which refugees should ask for asylum in the first European country in which they arrive. But that has been challenged on many occasions. Germany, for instance, has allowed immigrants to come to Germany, although they are going through other countries which are European as well, and parts of the European Union, and allowed these migrants to, or these refugees to ask for asylum once they arrived in Germany.
It becomes a nonsense, doesn't it? Anyway, if they all have to be processed only in Greece, for example.
That would be absolutely impossible, and Italy and Greece have, in that sense, violated that agreement for a very long time because they simply can't cope with the numbers who arrive at their shores.
So can I ask you this? Do you see a way in which this vast number can actually be dealt with? I mean, is there a way?
Well, particularly Germany has been prepared to take a very large number of those who arrive from particularly Syria, and some other European countries are also willing to do that. We have a discussion about quotas, and overall, given the large population Europe has, this crisis can be dealt with. The bigger question, of course, is what do we do with security in those countries where those refugees are coming from? And I think that is a challenge which is not just a European challenge, but which is a challenge which is affecting all countries involved, which includes, of course, Russia and the US.
And we're just starting to get those sort of ripples of a sense that we need to get back onto this case of dealing with Syria. I mean, I get that. There is another issue as well, isn't there? There are refugees and there are those, frankly, looking for a better life, a better standard of living even, and the idea of persecution is not on their agenda at all. How do you make that distinction work? How do you keep them, persuade them not to come?
Well, there are regulations and processes to do that. So an individual who arrives in a particular country, say Germany, will ask for asylum, and then that asylum claim will be looked at and it will be decided upon given the situation in which that individual finds himself.
That's the principle, isn't it? That's the principle.
Exactly.
When you're looking at hundreds of thousands of cases and they're all urgent, it just doesn't seem practicable.
Well, I mean, we see large resources being channeled towards dealing with these applications, and I am pretty sure that Europe will manage to deal with that. But of course, the sheer unexpected number of people who have arrived put a huge strain and large challenges to European institutions. But I'm very confident that in the end, we will be able to deal with this.
Christian Düstmann there.